When I was 10 years old, our family moved out of town to an acreage with a house and a large barn. It was the chance of a lifetime to start our own farm. We decided to start small. We placed an order for 50 Rhode Island Red baby chicks from the Sears catalog. They arrived in the mail, and the package of chirping chicks was placed at the base of our mailbox post. We kids raced out to the road, and I'll never forget it, carefully picking up this bulky box with breathing holes in it, listening to the chirping, and we carried it up to the freshly prepared chicken coop in the upper part of the barn. We had done everything necessary to ensure these chicks would love their new home. There was plenty of chicken feed in the homemade trough, a sophisticated water system, a couple of heat bulbs, and ample straw to help them feel comfy and not a cobweb in sight. After a few weeks of the best of care, to our dismay, one of our growing chicks died. Well, that was strange. The next morning, another one was lifeless, and another one the next morning. Must be something in the air, we thought, or perhaps something in the feed. Or maybe it was Sears. They sent us a batch of chicks with a short lifespan. Why did Sears forget to send us an instruction manual on how to raise chicks? Well, they knew it couldn't be that difficult. At supper, I started the traditional daily chicken report. Well, we have 32 chicks left. Now we're down to 11. To our astonishment, 48 of these little birds died in a few weeks. We felt helpless to halt whatever was causing their demise. Spring came, leaving us only 2 chicks, which were now maturing red-feathered hens. On a whim, one day after school, we thought we would let these hens out of the coop and take them for a stroll down our driveway. It didn't take long for something very strange to happen. These 2 hens started pecking at the driveway gravel. Hey, wait, they were actually eating stones. Oh no, now our 2 surviving hens were going to die too from eating stones. Why on earth would they do such a thing as eat rock? We had 3 farmer neighbors down our road. Their first names were Tom, Dick, and Harry, in that order. A week later, I stood with Dad and my brother Tim while Dad told this puzzling story to our neighbor Tom. After listening intently to Dad explain this crazy story of chicks dying and hens eating stones, Tom asked the most obvious question. Did you give your chicks any crushed grit? What's that? Well, chicken stomachs work different than humans. They have no way of digesting their food without grit. We Woodards all thought, you have got to be kidding. Why did we not ask ourselves better questions when these chicks kept dying off? We had no lack of experienced farmers as friendly neighbors, so why did we not think of asking even one of them for their advice much earlier in this journey? If God had providentially placed us on this acreage and given us a passion to farm, why did farming not simply come to us naturally? Well, it's because God wants us to learn and he wants us to think. And a half century later, the answer to these questions is quite obvious. When the don't talk, don't feel, don't trust, and don't think rules guide almost everything we do, our learning curve will probably be as flat as a pancake. Without an active learning curve, our best plans fail. When we don't think, we don't learn. And this principle especially applies to relationships.